Hello everyone, this is Kalanasia here. I just wanted to let all horror and dark fantasy lovers know that I'm currently typing up my handwritten horror or dark fantasy. It kind of goes in between. It's more psychological on the horror front, but it is still fantastical and it's a dark fantasy. And I hope to get it up soon. I'm a major procrastinator, so it probably won't be too soon. But I will be releasing it in paperback and ebook, and it deals with sparkly vampires, and they all make out, and they all walk around, without a shirt, and they can go in the daylight because that's not an issue with vampires at all. I'm kidding. It actually has nothing to do with vampires. Anyway, it has to do, actually, for Silent Hill 4 lovers, you might appreciate it. It has to do with basically an apartment building that turns into a portal. It's an old apartment building, and it kind of turns into a portal through which creatures can come into our world. So I guess it's slightly Stephen King-y in that front. Obviously, probably not nearly to the caliber of writing as King's, but it deals with kind of that kind of Lovecraftian theme of creatures that are in our world that are just so strange. And Lovecraft kind of did his own thing. He was very different than other types of horror authors and horror writers. He wasn't doing the typical horror route of werewolves and stuff. He was doing something very unique. And this actually deals with the myths that we have in our world of creatures such as giants and, again, vampires, and this portal is actually something that's very ancient and has opened up in different places and throughout time, and basically the tenants in this building are completely screwed because they can't leave the building. Well, anyway, you'll have to find out by reading it. I'm going to release it for 99 cents as an ebook, so it'll be cheap, and if you don't like it, you can, well, I don't know if you can return it or not, I'll see. But I think that, it's completely the opposite of the sparkly vampire thing that a lot of women horror writers write. There's nothing, I have no problem against vampires. I'm a huge vampire fan, but I just think making them out to be these sort of Harlequin romance novel, beefy guys that just happen to not, need a tan, and that's basically the only thing that makes them a vampire. I like True Blood. I really do like True Blood. As a chick, I find the guys really hot in that. I'm just saying. But I'm sure the guys find some of the women in that to be really good looking. But that's not obviously why I watch it. I watch it because I think it's really interesting adding that element of having a vampire out in the open, and they can mingle with humans, and there's prejudice against them, and they are dangerous, but in fact humans are more dangerous than they are, and I think that's really interesting. But I haven't seen this show for some time, so I can't say if it's gone downhill or not. Maybe you can let me know. Anyhow, yeah, so it's very psychological because these tenants are basically tortured since they can't leave, and it's just terrifying. They're trying to figure out ways of how to basically get out of this trap, and at the same time is not letting the creatures that are lurking in their hallway, which is where the portal is, out into our world. So it deals with that, and I think you'll like it. It's got some kooky characters in it, one of whom is a professor, and the other is a dean of a university who is similar to a vampire. He's what I call a watcher. They don't die, and in my book, that's where the vampire myth in our world begins, or that's what it's based off of. It's based off of these immortal beings that use this portal to basically come to our world and kind of got stuck and prejudiced against and whatnot. And so anyway, I think you'll like the characters, and I hope you like the book. And again, I'm releasing it for a cheap price, so hopefully it's worth a couple hours of your time to read. Okay, guys, I'll let you know when it comes out. Okay, bye.